Hello again, and welcome to the Friday Wrap for September 1st. I'm Mayor Mickey. Can you believe it's already September, or that the concerts are already over? Well, unfortunately they are. I hope you're able to see the last one with the Chicago Experience last weekend. We unfortunately missed it, as you know, as we were in Nashville, but I heard it was phenomenal, and I'm at the filming of this wrap, I'm awaiting some pictures for it and a final summary. But I heard it was fantastic. This week's board meeting began with a presentation by our new state senator, John Curran. He took Christine Rizzonio's spot and had a chance to introduce himself and offer his services and access to the village. It was great to see him again. In addition, we had a ceremony to swear in two new people in the police department, or I should say two promotions. That was for Sergeant Ryan Husaric and Corporal John Helms. That was conducted, of course, by Karen Thomas. And then we also had a resolution for the retiring Sergeant Jerry Karcheski, which I'm sure many of you know. He was with the village for 29 years. We'll miss him and really wish him well and thank him for his service. Most items were on the consent agenda, as you know, including one that approved the potential for a new business in Bur Ridge by Permaseal, up to 200 employees for a building that's at 79th and Grant. That would be phenomenal news for the village. In addition, we had a goal-setting workshop, or we covered some items about the upcoming goal-setting workshop, which was conducted by Village Administrator Doug Pollock. Also, a number of residents came to the board to express their concern about how Bur Ridge village officials are getting involved in the debate over the proposed expansion of Hinsdale Central and trying to balancing out the students between South and Central. A couple of them misunderstood some comments that were made, but let's make it clear that Hinsdale South, we are very proud of that high school, and we're looking to do whatever we can to help fill it. There is an organization called Fill South First, which we certainly agree with tremendously, and we really think that it's more fair and balanced to try to do that rather than trying to expand the Hinsdale Central. But that debate will continue, and we will keep you advised on that. That will be on the agenda for the September 11th meeting. We also had a closed session meeting afterward, and several meetings during the week regarding the sale of the pump center property on German Church Road. That is still ongoing. We are going to re-advertise the sale of that property, and are negotiating with some potential buyers for that, as well as some other projects around town, which I've had several meetings on this week, which I'll keep you informed of in the future. Last night, it was a great event at Brookhaven. They had a wine tasting and charity event that was phenomenal. I've never seen so many people in there. It was just great to also hear the piano music being played. It was attended by, of course, the management with George and JP, the owner, John Manos, I got a chance to meet, who also owns Bank One Financial in Bur Ridge as well. And it was just great to see all them, including Faith. Everybody knows Faith over in that Brookhaven. That event went on for 2 or 3 hours. We even took a really kind of cool pic from the drone picture, which you'll see down below. On a personal note, this coming Labor Day will be the 5-year anniversary of the 50 Capitals trip. I may even head back to Gettysburg for a day to help celebrate that with some friends. Now, you're probably wondering where I'm standing today. Very often, it's of course over at in my office. But the clue behind you is actually something behind me, which I'll let the person that I'm about to introduce you to further explain that. Probably once or twice a month, I try to spotlight some businesses in the village to be able to give them some additional, of course, advertising, just information to get out. But I'm very excited about this one in particular because I happen to have done business with this company over the years with my own company. I know a lot about the company as well as the industry. I'd like to introduce you to the branch manager, Mr. Jeffrey Hammond.
How are you doing?
Great to see you again.
Good to see you.
Well. Now, how long? I know I've only been here for a relatively short time, but the company's been in business for a long, long time, and you're in one of the signature buildings in Bur Ridge. So I was hoping maybe you'd be able to tell the viewers a little bit about you and about the firm.
No, absolutely. We, Transamerica Agency Network, has been in business for over 100 years. Our firm here, we have about 31 advisors. I'm an associate director here. We have a managing director and a wonderful staff. What we do here is we use health and wealth together and trying to transform or change tomorrow for our clients. So what we're doing is trying to build generational wealth. So when you walk in our doors, you're able to find a financial planner. You're able to find someone that's an expert at health insurance. You're able to find someone that's an expert in life insurance, budgeting. Whatever has a dollar sign attached to it, we can handle through this firm.
Well, that's great. Well, you're certainly in a good spot for that.
Yes, yes.
And I always say that Bur Ridge is blessed with geography.
Yes.
And it's really blessed, I think, to have you guys here. But we have a great location and probably a natural market for you, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. You know, in this business, there's a lot of different ways that people can help their financial planning and take advantage of financial services. In the surrounding area, I grew up in Bolingbrook, by the way, and very familiar with all of the areas. And Bur Ridge is kind of right in the center. And it's so perfect for us because our clients can come here to this beautiful building and this beautiful office, and they feel comfortable knowing that we can provide the services right here. And there's wonderful areas for us to go to lunch and have events. We sit on the patio. It's just a great, comfortable environment for everyone to come and just take care of some business and have some fun.
Well, you work for a great company I've known for years. I always love the little pin here
right.
With a huge building. Is it in San Francisco? It's headquartered, is it?
And yes, in San Francisco. The building is still there. It's a signature building. They call it the Pyramid. And our trip for our office or the company next year is going to be in San Francisco, and it's just going to be a great time. So it's wonderful to have that marketing, have that brand of Transamerica everywhere you go.
And I happen to be a big fan of Transamerica because, as I mentioned, my 50 Capitals trip was what? It was going Transamerica. I was crossing America.
Right.
So I've always had a soft spot in my heart. Actually, I had one of your little bags during my trip. Coincidentally.
Okay.
He doesn't even know that. So, Jeffrey, thanks again for joining me.
Thank you
and
so much.
Thanks again for letting me film the Friday wrap here. Thanks again. It's September 1st. That's a wrap.